Yo, what's going on? It is 1 p.m. here in Crystal Lake, Illinois. That means it's time for another live stream. Today is Monday, April 14th, 2025. I sound really loud today, but that might just be the volume going on over here. But anyway, we're here and I am ready for a bunch of Boston talk. Like my eyes are almost fully set on Boston. I still have to finish putting out the final touches on my Kenya video. Hopefully that'll go out tomorrow. But then it's all eyes ahead on Boston. I'm getting very excited. I'm getting very nervous. We'll talk all about it. I got some more unboxings to do, and we got a bunch of shoes to add to the shoe weight sheet because I've been slacking. I've been putting it off. So we got lots of things to add. So it should be a pretty fun day today. But first, let's say hi to everyone listening on the audio only version of the podcast. You're getting this. You're gonna get this like on Thursday, which will be fine because we're not gonna have a Thursday podcast or live stream this week because I'll be in Boston. I'll be traveling. Actually, I might be on a run. I'll still be probably traveling at the normal live stream time, but you'll get something to listen to on Thursday or Friday. But hopefully you guys are doing okay and having a good time enjoying the weather. It feels like spring we finally turned the corner, at least in the Midwest. So hopefully you're enjoying your run, enjoying that niceness outside. For everyone watching this later but not live, welcome to the #1 running live stream to have on in the background in that other window while you're actually doing something else in front of it. It's okay to cover my face. I won't be offended. All right, let's see who we got here in the chat. Jacob D says, wishing the Boston crew the best of luck. Hopefully my app gets accepted this year. Well, good luck to you. Scuba Sun says it's race week, Carmel Marathon with the Kofuzi crew. Nice. Is that this weekend, Carmel Marathon? Huh. You know, I was just looking the other day. I was thinking that I might want to try and run another fast spring marathon next year. Oh, sorry, I didn't eat lunch after my run. I'm going to eat some of this leftover bar from last time. The Scratch cinnamon and oatmeal energy bar. I still think it needs some fruit in it, but anyway. Yeah, so I was thinking I'd like to run something flat and fast in the spring. I also do want to run Black Canyon, and that interferes with running a fast marathon in the spring. So I'm not sure. Carmel is not one I had thought about. Maybe next year. That's an interesting idea. Anders says, I wouldn't call Carmel flat and fast. I thought it was. Interesting. Okay. Well, keeps it off the list then, I guess. Sean Devlin says, hey, Kapuzi Run Club, that Boston forecast is looking pretty decent at the moment. Best of luck to all of you. Should we take a look at the weather? I feel like this is something we should do together. Let's do this. Let me share the screen. Okay. Let's go. Here's the weather forecast for Boston. For next Monday, looks like a high of 60, low of 48. I feel like that's really good racing conditions. It might be a little bit warm for some of you. What time does the race start? Boston, 8 a.m. Is it 8 a.m.? 8 a.m. is going to be 44 degrees. Feels like 44 degrees. Feels like 40. And that puts you at about 52 to maybe 56 degrees at the finish for a lot of you. I feel like that's really good weather. What's the wind situation going to be? We got to click in on this one a little bit. Winds are going to be 7 miles per hour from the northwest to the northwest. If it's from the northwest, that's good, right? That's kind of a tailwind. But it changes to north wind, which is not as good, right? Yeah, I think that's not as good. But still 9, that's not bad. I feel like these are really good racing conditions. So let's get that ad off the screen. Yeah, so let's keep our fingers crossed that it stays. Let me check what the weather's going to be like the other days, because I'm selfish and I'm not racing on Monday. So I'm more concerned about what the weather is going to be like for the other events that I got going on. Let's get back to the 10-day calendar. Put that back up. And Thursday, 59. 37, 63, 52 for Friday. Saturday is going to be AM showers. Oh, that's not good. Um, Chance of precipitation, not that much. So I think we'll be all right. The BAA 5Ks in the morning, and then I got plogging. Is my run activity. That's going to be at 10. All right, 32% chance of rain. I'll take those chances. Okay. And then Sunday looks really nice and balmy. Sunday I'm going to try to do a long run after the group run. So, yeah. So that's good weather for me, you know. Martha says from the northwest is a headwind. Is that? Wait, doesn't it go this way? No, it goes this way, right? And if it's from the northwest, it's I don't know. I'm so bad. Okay, wait. Martha says northwest is good. The northeast be bad. Okay, yeah. There we go. All right. Yeah, Sean says it's a tailish wind. I feel like that's with how unpredictable Boston weather can be. I feel like if that's what we get, or that's what you guys get, that's gonna be pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Dafrazak 7103 wants to know, greetings from Italy. Buongiorno. What is your opinion on the new Shocks Open Fit 2? Have a good run. I don't know. Have I tried those? I'm not sure. Shocks is a brand where the people at Shocks are lovely. They're great to work with. They're always asking me if I want to try stuff. They're always asking me if I want to come do stuff with them. But I don't love the product. Generally, I like in-ear earbuds, active noise canceling with microphone pass-through if I need to hear noise when I'm running. That's the kind of earbuds that's my preference for running earbuds, and so I don't like Shocks or any of the open ear type of earbuds for running. I just feel like you lose so much bass. I feel like I really got to crank it up extra loud to be able to hear it over wind and stuff. And so I just don't. I don't stay familiar with what's going on with Shocks. All right. Sean says most folks are going to finish around 11 to 12. Okay. Wait. You start at 11 to 12. Okay. So do we got to look at this weather again? So if you're starting at 11 and 12, 11 o'clock on Monday is 52 degrees. That's a little warm. Okay. And if you're finishing at like 4, yeah, 58. It's a little warm. But I think you guys will still be in good shape though, even with the correction on the times for me. Okay. Brian Lacanella says, "Hey, Co, that's a nice shirt. Is that Path Project shirt merino? No, it's a Path Project shirt. I love it. I had a conversation with Thomas about it because we were talking about the old stuff that they had that singlet. Remember, there was a Believe in the Run Path Projects collab. That singlet, that material was weird. And I was like, you got to check out some of the new stuff. This material that they have that long sleeve, I have a white one and then I have a black. I think it's a Billy Yang collab one. This material is great. It's not merino. It's a technical fabric. It's from Japan, I think. I think the pants are also from Japan. Like the material are also from Japan, but that's different. It's almost like a denim. But yeah, I love this material. It's just like, it sits on the body nicely. It feels very lightweight. Feels very comfortable, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like paper thin / fragile like some technical fabrics can be. So I just really like it. Daniel Burton says, are you running the 5K in Boston? I'm not. I don't really have a desire to run the 5K, the BAA 5K. I would rather try and I like to watch the race. And so I debated I think I did ask for media credentials just to get into the corrals after the BAA 5K, and I never heard anything back from BAA, which is generally their MO. Every time I've tried contacting the BAA, they just don't respond. But yeah, I wanted to get some post-race interviews, but I would probably just watch the start. and then head over to plogging afterwards. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm cheering on runners and stuff too. You know. Okay. Let's get to some unboxings. I got some phone unboxings today. Um, One I have to check to make sure it's not under embargo, but it's from Topo, and Topo usually doesn't put stuff under embargo. But we'll do that second. First, I want to do some shoes that I bought myself. And I kind of got his and her shoes. So I got a pair of these for myself, and I got a pair of these for my daughter. And so what was happening is, I think I told you already what I got for my daughter, but we were looking at shoes to get her for this year's track season. Last year, she raced in the New Balance SC Pacer version 1, and she really liked that shoe. I really like that shoe for younger track runners as well, because it's low to the ground. It's got a nice amount of bounce. I like the foam that's in that shoe and the springiness of the carbon. I feel like it works really well on short road races or track races when you don't want to be in spikes. And I'm not sure I want her to really be in spikes. I did buy her a pair of spikes this year, but I was also like, for your mile race, maybe at least in the beginning of the season, let's race in something else. And so I couldn't find any other SC Pacers for her. I guess I didn't look that hard. And I didn't think she would like SC Pacer version 2. I tried to have her try on my size of the Saucony Sinister because I thought she would really like that, even though it doesn't have a plate, but just because it's so flat. But it has that power and PB. It's nice and bouncy. She didn't like that one at all. And so I ended up getting her. I had her try on my Takumi Sens as well. She didn't really love the Takumi Sen. But I had her try on a pair of the Adios. And she kind of liked that one more. And I was like, well, there's a new one. It's going to be kind of different, but like the concepts will be the same in terms of what that shoe is trying to do. And so I thought you might like it. I also had her try on the Puma Liberate. She didn't like that one. So, I got her one. Look how small this is. This is tiny. It's not that small, but it's small. This is hers. Now let me get mine out. Wait. No, this is hers. I was like, this looks like I could fit in this one. This is hers. So here's the two shoes. So we both got Adios 9s. I had to buy them from Runners. Where did I get this from? They are not for sale in the US really anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Something in is what I got. Yeah, and so this one's small. This one actually feels nice. I have to do a workout while I'm in Boston. I just do some 2K repeats. I'm gonna have to bring these. Now there is a shank in this, right? A little bit of a shank, or no? I thought there wasn't, but I remember hearing someone talk about them and say like, "There's a little shank in there." So I don't know, but this looks pretty sharp. So yeah, so we got his and her. Yeah, that's it. Runners in. Calvin got it. Runners in. Calvin says Spanish. Yeah. Johnny says, "Oh yes, you'll love the Adios 9. New light strike foam, but inner racing flat feels great. Will you review them?" Yeah, I'm going to review them. I did reach out to one of my contacts at Adidas, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on with the Adios 9? Like, it was available for sale like only at Running Warehouse, and then now it's gone. Is it coming back? Is it a re-release situation? Was that a trickle drop? Like, what's going on?" And they're like, they're just not prioritizing that release for the U.S. market. So I was like, okay, all right. So I'll just have to get it somewhere else. So I went out and bought them myself. So I like this. I like the white better. I wish I could have got it a white in my size, because then it matches my Evo SL, Evo Pro, and my Adios Pro 4. But this also is really fun. I like this too. Um, yeah, Matthias says, I thought Runners In was a bootleg site. Good to see it's real. I mean, I think these are real. I don't think this is the first time that I've ordered from them before. So, I have no reason to think that they're not. Yeah. But that's that shoe. And we'll definitely get them weighed soon. And then let's take a look at this other one from Topo. This is, there's no card in here. There's nothing in here that tells me this is under embargo. So men's 9, Blue Line Phantom 4. I don't know what it is, but like blue shoes, not a huge fan, but this is like appropriate for this week. It's like in my eyes, it's kind of Boston colors. Maybe in the back not so much, but in the front, yeah. But it's got the foot-shaped toe box, zip foam, which just feels softer than previous, especially in the heel. Well, this is nice and squishy back here. Oh, this feels a lot nicer than like it's softer than the foam that's in like the Atmos. So I'm interested in this. I've never tried their straight up daily trainer before, and I've been enjoying the Atmos for what it is. It's not exactly my type of shoe, but I do like it for what it's trying to be. Cyclone, what's the other one? Spectre. They've been doing some good stuff. So I'm like, send me more things. Send me more of what you're working on. And it's got, it's got that molded heel in the back, which always seems to be polarizing to people, but I tend to like them. So interesting. We've got a lot of fun stuff here. This insert, crazy though. All right, should we do some smell tests? This just smells like kind of like industrial fabric. Like the blanket at a hotel. And then the Adios 9 smells like, I don't know, it just smells like, not nothing. The industrial, like the chemical smell is less. It's very breathable though. Okay. Let's get these things weighed. All right. First of all, I got a lot of other weights I got to tell you guys about. Cause I've been testing some shoes. So I wrote down some numbers here, some other models here that we either got to weigh or that I've already weighed because I've already run in them. But we'll add some more. We got Adidas Adios 9. And then we've got Topo Phantom 4. So we got a lot of work to do here, guys. Calvin says, Topo, I'm begging you, please hire someone for design. I don't know. Do you think this would be better? Do you think the color is the problem with this one? I mean, some of the other Topos I think look great. The Cyclone, is that the one I like? Spectre. Cyclone. I think that one looks great. Scott says, why are the left and right different weights? Sometimes they are. I don't tend to weigh them weigh both of them. I'm not making a separate sheet, but I just have listed right just in case that there is a difference. And if there's ever a situation where I weighed the wrong one, Calvin says, Phantom's not capitalized. We're just going to have to leave it there. Yeah. All right. David Frazier wants to know, is the Topo neutral or a stability shoe? The Phantom is their daily trending neutral shoe. I forget what their stability shoe is called. That being said, when a shoe looks like this, let me take this off the screen. When a shoe looks like this, it kind of is a signal that like, oh, they're trying to do something underneath here, but I don't think that there's stability built into the medial side of this shoe. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't feel like it. The whole thing feels really soft. So it's not like there's a stiff part in there. But it's got a nice ortholite liner. You can't see that on the camera here. But yeah, let's start getting some stuff weighed. Keep spending time. Okay. Let's get the well, we'll do the Phantom 4. We're talking about the Phantom 4. Okay. For daily trainer, I mean, it looks like a bigger daily trainer. There's a lot of foam on this shoe. So I feel like the weight that they're coming in at is pretty good, given how much there is here. All right. So for the Phantom 4, I'll fix this. 9.3 ounces and 264 grams. I like that. Kind of like right in the middle of where I think like a lot of daily trainers in 2025 should be. So that's good. All right, let's get the Adios 9 in here. I mean, if you really get your nose in there, it starts to smell like. It starts to smell more, like, a little bit more like car upholstery on the inside. If you really get your nose in there. Oh, but this. I mean, it feels light, and this is light. Oh boy, I hate it when it changes. It shouldn't really change, but I mean, it just the shoe looks great. I don't know why they're not emphasizing it in the US. Okay. This one comes in at a shocking 5.8 ounces and 166 grams. Really, really light. Let's put my daughter's one on here just for funsies. The size is women's 6.5. 5 ounces on the dot. 142 grams. It's like running in a pair of socks. But I feel like, can you see this on here, guys? I feel like when we're looking at the bottom, there's like a, is that just a shadow? I think that's just a shadow. I thought maybe this is an outline of a shank. No, I think it's just a shadow. And there's like a bevel in the midsole there. But, oh, there's that one. Calvin says, that's like Metaspeed weights. Yeah, it's just really, really. Really, really light. Matt says, I click into this live stream and it's Cohen smelling shoes again. It's not even that helpful of a thing. It's just, just a different sensory experience, I guess. A different touchstone. Yeah. All right. Let's get to another shoe that I wanted to weigh. I got the 2 On shoes from last time. So we got to take a look at those. Here is the Cloud 6 casual shoe. Should I wear this around today? I still haven't decided what I'm going to wear to the On thing. So I'm on this panel. I thought it was like a RSVP situation, but I think it's a closed invite or it's full or I'm not sure what. But I'm not sure what I'm supposed to wear to that. But they did give me a couple options. So this one is 9.4 ounces and 268 grams. And I guess it doesn't matter because it's a casual shoe, but it is lightweight. I like it. Well, here's what I do like about it. And here's why I think, is likable about it and why it's so popular. Because it has that like effortless, like, this is just a slip-on. So it's kind of like a boat shoe. It's kind of like a sneaker. Just easy on, easy off. Never need to tie it. That's kind of nice. That's the appeal. I should have wore it today when I went to go pick up shoes at the P.O. Box place, because every time I'm in Ons, the P.O. Box guy always has a lot of questions. Yeah. And then let's get this lime. I thought this was yellow, but the colorway calls it lime. Yeah, white and lime. Let's get this on the scale just to see, because we have one other already from the first one. But let's weigh this one to see what it's like. Okay, really lightweight. Okay, 6.8 ounces and 192 grams. Very, very light. Very light. Heavy compared to the Adios 9, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but there's instructions on how to put this shoe on in the box. You see that? Use both hands and slide your foot in. Seamless. And just 30 grams. It's the lightest upper we've ever made. So the only thing left to focus on is your race. This is light spray. There it is. All right. And then I've got a couple other shoes here that I have taken pictures of the weight on my phone, but I needed to run in them before I had a chance to talk to you guys. So I have to go off my phone for this. The first one we'll talk about is this shoe here. It's one of the shoes I got in Kenya. They sent it to me ahead of time. This shoe is, if you were in Europe, you can get these. I don't think you get them in the US. There are decathlons in the United States. I don't think they carry Kip Run shoes there, though. If anyone is near the decathlon in San Francisco and you happen to be going, can you check to see if there's Kip Run shoes there? But as far as I know, Kip Run is not for sale in the United States yet. They're coming in 2026. And this is the Kip Run KS 900.2. And, I've seen a lot of shoes like this before, and I had a lot of concerns with it. I was like, this doesn't look like I'm going to like it, but I'm going to have to be polite about it. But I did like this one. It looks to me like an 880 on the bottom, and then kind of with this weird chunky molded heel, it gives me some flashbacks to the 1080 version 10. And I'd say it sits somewhere between an 880 and a 1080. Like an older 880 and an older 1080 is kind of where I'd put it. The upper is knit material, even though it has like a regular tongue. And there's kind of really puffy in the back. So there's some junk in the trunk, but it was kind of fun to run. I ran on the treadmill one time, and then I think I just put in some treadmill miles. I think I put like 6 treadmill miles on this, and then I wore it around a lot. It was my wear around shoe for a lot of the trip in Kenya too. So, but like I've been wearing it around the neighborhood, just like dropping the kids off at the bus stop and stuff like that. It's easy on, easy off as well. And it's like super sleeper. No one knows what they're looking at when I'm in this shoe. So it's just been kind of fun to wear around. I have been enjoying it. It's comfy. It's a little bit on the thicker, denser size, but the weight for that shoe before I ran in it, let's find that picture. Where'd it go? Where is it? I just had it. Did I accidentally delete it? No, here it is. Okay. It's heavy though. 10.4 ounces and 294 grams. So this is kind of like old school Adidas Daily Trainer territory. So it's a little bit bigger, but I've been kind of liking it. So there's that one. And then the next one I have is the Glycerin 22. The review just went out on that one over the weekend. And that weight is pretty similar. 10.5 ounces and 300 grams on the dot, which is very different from what they stated. They stated that it would be 10.2 ounces. So mine is significantly heavier, the one that's in my house versus the spec that's on the spec sheet. So that's it. All right. Time to sort the data. Okay. Sort sheet by column C. All right, here we go. So the Adios 9 is the lightest shoe that we have. That I've ever measured on the shoe sheet. So that's a big day, I guess. I feel like I should have a sound for that, but I don't. Ding, 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 ding. That's the sound for that. The Cloud Boom Strike LS. Where's the other Cloud Boom? Did I not measure the other Cloud Boom Strike LS? What? Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't measure the other Cloud Boom Strike LS. So this one is 6.8. Same weight as the Topo Cyclone and the Kinvara. Oh, I think it's this on Cloud Boom Strike. I don't know what happened here. So that's got to be that. I guess I must have accidentally typed in there because I can't imagine what's lighter than that. So it's heavier, this one. It could be just a normal variance, but it seems like it's heavier than the last one. All right, and then we'll get to something that Matt just wrote. Matt LeGrand just wrote in a second. Phantom 4 is about the same weight as the Deviate Nitro. Interesting. And the Cloud Surfer Trail, which is similar to the Cloud Monster Hyper. Those shoes don't all sound like they're about the same weight to me. Isn't that weird? On Cloud 6, casual shoes, same weight as the Deviate Nitro 3 and the Velocity Nitro 3. And then, oh, I've already measured the Glycerin 22 before. Okay, we could delete that first one because it's a spelling error anyway. And the Kip Run is the same weight as the Infinite Elite 2. All right. Cool. All right. Matt wants to know, I'm sure Crow has talked about this, but who's going to Boston and is doing a meetup? I am doing a couple. So there's a couple, I think the easiest ones are going to be Saturday at 10. I'm doing a plogging event with Tina Muir. That's on the Kafuzi Run Club Strava. So the starting point is there. It's near Fenway Park where we start. And then we're going to go point to point, go for about 2 miles, and then we'll end at mile 18 of the 26-point true route. They'll be running that race at the time, so we'll be able to cheer on some runners when we're done with our plogging. And then at 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock is the event that I'm the most concerned about because I'm very nervous about it. I think it could be the most fun, but I'm worried that the time is not right and maybe I'm not advertising it or promoting it hard enough. But 1 o'clock on Saturday, I'm pretty sure those are the times. Let me check my email. I think I just asked my manager. Okay. It's at the Adidas Hub. The address is 343 Newbury, Saturday, 1 to 2 o'clock. We're going to play a game. We're going to do live stream live, basically. I'm going to have Name That Shoe. I'm going to have trivia. I'm working on another game that we've never played before, which is one that I've been trying to do. We'll see if I can get some assistance on that. And we might play a round of whose shoe is that. And so I'm going to pick people from the audience. You'll come up for each round. Then we'll pick up 3 different people from the audience to do another round. We'll play live stream games live. And looking at this email, there may actually be points and prizes. So, but I mean, if you have 1 o'clock free on Saturday, I would really appreciate support on that one, just because it's a new concept. I'm trying to do something that's not running, but us getting together to hang out. I feel like the game will probably take about 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes will be hanging out together, selfie time. So that's at the Adidas Hub, Saturday, 343 Newbury Street. I don't know if no one sent me an RSVP thing or whatever. Drew is going to be there. He says, I'll be there for the live show. Thank you, Drew. It's my most anticipated of the weekend other than the race. I'm going to have to say, though, Drew, you're probably not going to be eligible to win any prizes. I'm just going to disqualify you already. I don't want it to feel like it's unfair to people. All right. And then that evening, they'll be at 6 o'clock at Runna's pop-up, which is on Boylston, I think. I'm going to be on a panel that's going to talk about the Boston Marathon course. I don't really know how much I'm going to add to that. But because I was delirious for most of it when I actually ran it. I basically was holding on to Tony the whole time. But we're going to talk about that. So that'll be another chance to come hang out, relax, get off your feet, meet up in a way that's not running. So those are 3 events on Saturday. And then on Sunday is the big rabbit shakeout. So that's going to be 9 o'clock on Newberry Street at the Rabbit pop up. We'll do an easy three. I think last time I don't know who's in charge of the course. Last time what I've been enjoying doing for shakeout runs is just run out for 15 minutes and turn around and everyone gets back at the same time. It's not the most scenic, but last time we did it, I think we lost some people because we did some sort of loopy thing, and then there was other groups that crossed our path, and so I just don't want that to happen. I want to make sure everyone makes it back and doesn't have to run alone or get lost. So, but there'll be other rabbit people there too to help. So it's not just me. So that'll be the big one on Sunday at 9. The Believe in the Run shakeout is at ASICS at 8, I want to say. So you could, if you want to do 2, you could do 2. You know, there's enough time. Just saying. So there we go. So that's the schedule. That's the schedule. And then I'll be around. You know, I'm not sure exactly what my race plan is going to be. I might be I might be on course. I might be by the finish. I'm not sure. But if you see me, if I see you, I'll give you a holler. But if you see me and I didn't see you, give me a holler. So hopefully I'll see you guys at some point. Matt, are you coming? Matt, are you going to be there? Are you running this year? Scott says, do I need to be running Boston to run the shakeout? Absolutely not. You don't have to. Everyone's welcome. Just make sure you RSVP. Go to the link. I think it's in my bio too, but it should be in my bio. But I've got a lot of links in there. But there's also a link in Rabbit's bio too, Run in Rabbit on Instagram, so you can get the RSVP information there. And Matt says, I will not be there. Oh, I got all excited, Matt. Martha says, I do my own shakeout, so I can just go for the socializing. That also makes a lot of sense too. So if you don't want to do a 500 person run, which I think the Rabbit one tends to be that big, I can totally understand that. It's not for everyone. It can be a little bit of a lot of people. So that's totally cool. But you can come afterwards. I usually try to get there a little bit early. So if you want to grab some selfies, say hi, other people will be there that you probably know from the live stream. So I always try to get to all the events a little bit early, and I always try to stay late as schedule allows. Stevie76 says, was it going to be Kofuzi with a karaoke machine in mile 10? That would be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe a different race would be the place for antics. I have a feeling that things are going to be very tense. I'm actually moderately concerned. Not about that. Just there's going to be something not race related that's going to make the news during the race happening. Whether it's Boston PD has already announced an increased uniformed and non-uniformed police presence throughout the course. Saturday is another big protest day around the nation. And so I don't know how that's going to affect any of the activities that are planned on Saturday. And then, you know, the Boston Marathon, always very concerned about security. And I think it's going to be even more so concerned about security this year. So I don't think it's going to be unsafe to be around in that sense, but I'm worried that, you know, some people might not have a good time over the course of the weekend because of something happening. Maybe I'm overreacting, but it's something that I'm keeping mindful of when it comes to the things that I am or I'm not willing to do on the sidelines of the Boston Marathon in 2025, you know? Johnny says, look out for Aaron and Mike doing their non-members pod live. Would be great to hear you make a cameo. Well, they are going to be at Plogging. And so I'll probably try to sneak on on microphone then. Yeah, so they'll be there. If you guys are going to come Plogging, I feel like that's going to be pretty fun. Drew is going to be there. I'll be there. Aaron Azar and Mike will be there. Tina Muir will be there as well. And then I think Herm was going to come, but I think he's running 26 Point True. So we're going to try to, hopefully we'll see Herm at some point that morning. And then, yeah, we got a nice crew coming. A lot of people from the live stream have signed up. I've seen that already. So that'll be a nice, I think, more intimate setting. It'll be more chill. So that'll be, I think, probably probably the most relaxing and I think more like socially enjoyable one for me. The highest stress one is going to be the event at the Adidas Hub, playing live the game. I don't remember what they called it. I think they called it the fastest game. I'm not sure. But we'll be doing an event there at 1. That's the one that has the most stress for me. I think the one that risks having the least people show up is probably the Runna event because it's 6 p.m. on Saturday. And just evening events, I think, are real hard to get a lot of people to show up to. Historically, for me, that's been a hard thing. So hopefully people will be there. But that's probably another one where it's going to be real easy to just hang out. And if you want to grab a selfie and don't want to try to do it on the rabbit day, that would be probably a good time too. So that's me and all my insecurities about my schedule and all my insecurities about the schedule. Vanessa says, I don't think you're overreacting. It's a good idea to have an escape route plan just in case, keeps you from freezing or panicking. Good luck and safe travels. I haven't even thought about having escape routes planned, but everyone just keep your eyes open, I guess. Be vigilant, watch out for each other. Yeah. Frank says, what's the weather prediction? I think it's going to be a touch on the warm side. We went over it at the top of the hour. I think for when people start, it's going to be, what did we say is going to be? Like almost 50 for a lot of people when they start, and high 50s by the time a lot of people are done. High 40s, low 50s at the start. So pretty good racing weather. A touch warm for a lot of people. For me, I think that's just about perfect. So yeah. Jacob D says the rabbit hoodie sold out pretty quick. Thought about buying the extra small, but I think it may look funny only getting past my elbows. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know how many they ordered. I don't remember if we had a conversation about that or not, but I just relied on them because they've seen all the numbers from all the other stuff that we've sold. So I'm like, whatever you guys think. But I do know that the extra large is sold out like the first day within a couple of hours. So I'm guessing we underestimated on that one. But thanks everyone that bought one. I hope you guys love them. I'll be wearing mine around all weekend as I feel like these temperatures will be perfect. For a hoodie that's not like my favorite. When I have a hoodie, I want one that's super heavy. But the super heavy ones that I tend to really love, we're going to be probably a little bit warm for Boston Marathon weekend. So I think this actually works out perfect, despite the fact that I would have picked something different. It's a good thing I'm not always in charge. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to wearing it. I can't wait to see you guys wearing it. I'd love to get photos with other people that are wearing it. In Boston. I think that'd be super fun. If we get like a group photo, that'd be kind of fun. Calvin says, have you sorted out which pizzeria will be catering your evening pizza PJ sessions? So I'm staying in West End. I looked at it on the map earlier today. I forget what hotel it is. Where's Google Map? Yeah, so I'm staying like kind of West End. I think that's where I'm staying. Let's take a look at it on the map. Where anyone have any recommendations for pizza in this area? I guess I can ask people that live there. I got it. Let's get Google Maps up. Boston. Okay, so I'm somewhere over here, in this area between West End and North End, I guess. What hotel am I at? Is that a bad idea to share that on the internet? Okay. It's somewhere around here. So where's the pizza around here? Let's look up pizza. Does anyone have any ideas on what's good? Upper Crust Pizzeria, just north of Boston Common. That seems like it'll be all right. What would be ideal is if there's like a pizza place right by some of these train stations. Angelo's Pizza. That looks good. Where's that one? No, that's far. See, that's super far. Why is it giving me that? I'm not going to Cambridge for pizza. So anyway, I'm over here somewhere. What do you guys got in the chat? Drew's going to be in Cambridge. Needs Pizza Rex too. Okay. Martha says we stay in the north end, and it's a 5-minute walk to Little Italy with tons of pizza. Okay. Maybe that's what I'll do. All right. Mark John says Pizzeria Regina. Whoa. I can't spell right now. Oh, Regina Pizzeria. Where are the locations? All right. Well, that looks a little far. Oh, there is a Whole Foods near my hotel, I think. You know how tricky that can be. I always get tempted by the siren song of their pizza, but it's always so bad. All right. I'm sure I'll find something. Okay, we'll have to find it. All right, Brian Lacanella also says Regina. Sean says Regina's to go. Okay, we're gonna find a Regina's. I gotta write that down because I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna get to there was a place that people were telling me. Regina Pizza. Okay, we're gonna eat that. All right, Martha says North Station, to be specific, is where we are 5 minutes. Also, the public market with all kinds of great food. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that I need. I don't want to wait too long. I don't mind waiting in line, but I don't want to wait in too long a line. I ended up eating a lot at the Eataly because that was near the hotel we were at last year. Yeah, it's kind of expensive and a little bit, I don't know, more frills than I really need, but that was like convenient enough. And I guess I could probably do that again, but I think that's not near my hotel this year, so I don't know. Alex, I should go to Cambridge for the pizza. Is the pizza good up there? It feels far. Maybe Friday. I think I have time. I think I have more free time on Friday. Free time. Mainly Friday I'll be going to the expo and then trying to hit up all the pop-ups. But for dinner, maybe I'll hit some of those. All right, Zach says Bagel Guild in public market. Access, everything is better on our side of the water. Is Cambridge where I really gotta go? That seems so far, man. I don't think I've ever been to Cambridge, but it seems far. See how far it is? So yeah. So all the stuff is over here. Even where I'm going to be is far from where all Newberry stuff is. Is there a train that gets you there? Easy, Alex? I don't know. Andrew says, Cambridge is literally across the river. I know I've been across the river. I've run across there. But it just, mentally, it feels far. I don't know. That's literally a bridge away. And Cosmic Pineapple Michael says, take the red line. Okay. Cambridge is only a few stops on the train from West End. Okay. Well, maybe Drew and I will get some. Drew will have to get some pizza or something. Andrew says you can walk it. Okay. All right. Everyone said I can walk over. Sean says Sean's there, so he says I can walk over. All right. And Shannon says Coey literally did Shakeout 2022 into Cambridge. Did we really? I mean, we crossed the river, but we didn't go in. We were just on the other bank, you know. Is there rental bikes there? Is there bike share in Boston? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get in a car accident if I do that. I don't know, because I do like the e-bikes. I love the e-bikes in Paris. That was awesome. I've done the scooter rentals in Baltimore, but I only do it when Ben Johnson's with me, because then he does the directions. And then I just follow. Otherwise, it seems like so dangerous, you know. And Cosmopolitan says Blue Bikes is the bike share, and there are e-bikes too. Okay. And Alex says biking is the fastest way around, honestly. Okay. Let's hop on a bike. I'll do the bikes. I'll do the bikes. Okay. Matt Legrand approves. He said blue bike or something last time I was there. Okay. That's it. That's settled. That's how we're going to get around. Constant Pilot Michael says we should do a bike shakeout. Imagine trying to do like a bike shakeout down Newberry Street. And Martha says, message me on the weekend if you go public market. All right, I'll let you know if I'm going. I'm not sure what my schedule's going to be evening-wise. Because I just feel like in my mind right now, I have a schedule really neatly planned out where it's tight, especially considering how long it takes me to leave a place to go to the next place, but it's manageable. And the evenings are stress-free. But I have a feeling I'm going to end up going to night events. Like, there's a Puma unsanctioned race. I think it's on Friday, Saturday. I don't know. Terry says, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. You're right. Andrew Scott says, you got to get rid of the Midwest goodbye for Boston. It's not that. It's just like a lot of people want to take photos. And I guess maybe I am doing the Midwest goodbye because I don't like take a picture and leave. I was like, well, are you ready for the race? You know? All right. But I just have a feeling like I'm going to get there and like Drew or Tommy or Ashley's going to be like, hey, we're all going to this thing. It's really close and we're just going to grab a bite of food and then we're going to stop by this thing and it's going to be fast. And I'm going to be like, that sounds fun. I'm going to go see those people. And then next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock at night. And Calvin wants to remind me that there's a Boston Marathon weekend specific channel on Discord. Okay. I'll have to take a look at that. All right. And Seth says, no, hold on to the Midwest goodbye. It's what makes us better than them. I like that a lot. Well, I just don't want to, you know what? Some of you guys I've seen many times before. Some people, I may only get to see them once. You know, so I just want to make sure that, you know, it's not just like a hello, goodbye. You know what I mean? And if I'm a little late to the next thing, I can make up the time. Maybe I'll just jog, or now that I'm taking e-bikes around, you know. So I got time for a lot more photos and a lot more chatting, you know. And Drew says Ashley's gonna peer pressure the heck out of me as usual. She does try so hard. And I appreciate that she does. It makes me feel nice when she does that. But I also like I need to resist a little bit too. You know? All right. That's going to be it for today, guys. For the live stream, I won't see you guys until a week and a half from now, because next Monday, everyone's going to be busy racing. So I won't see you guys next Monday for the live stream. I won't see you this next Thursday either. So I'll see you two Thursdays from now on the live stream. But hopefully, I'll see some of you in person later this week and into next week. All right, guys. Whenever I do see you, though, until then, be safe. Thanks.